Hello, in this video I want to show you how to record transaction about school or colleges in according to the department and the level, or should I say class. So when I mean level or class, for instance, for university we have 100 level, 200 level, 300 level. For colleges we have or secondary schools we have SS1, SS2, SS3, or GSS1, GSS2, or primary 1 or nursery or pre-nursery. These are classes or level, okay? So then how to carry out transaction, how to record the tuition fee, registration fee based on these levels, and also the department. Department can be accounting, banking and finance, that's for university, or elect, or architect, or engineering. Then maybe if you go to secondary school, maybe commerce, science, fine arts, etc. Okay, so now the first thing we have to do is to go to customer and customer center. Now from this customer center we have to do something very very important. We are going to include both the level and the class in this customer, and we are still going to create another uh, class feature for the department. Okay, maybe when I start doing you will understand. So let's go to, we'll create new. Now from new here I'm going to create for customer as new customer, right? So 100 level, 100 level. Okay, so this is for the level. Then I'm going to create the department now. Okay, let's say accounting. I want to be specific about that so that because we are creating batch invoice, had it been we are not creating batch invoice, we have to create an invoice one after the other. It will take time, lots of time. I don't have to go through this process I'm doing now by creating this department now. So I can only use customer to create the level, then use class feature in QuickBooks to create departments. But now I'm going to use customer to create both level and department, and also still use the class feature in QuickBooks to create department. So department will be in two places. And okay, so let me just go ahead and save that. Now I have in 100 level we have accounting department, so I want to create job for accounting now. So I'm going to go ahead and this is now where I'm going to put the customer, which is the student. Okay, so job Matthew, let me use one. I want to create for that job Matthew. Okay, let's say we have two students per department. Okay, so let me add a second student now. Remember I selected accounting, so it means I want to create a job under accounting, a student under accounting. Okay, so let me use Aminat Aliu. Okay, now in order for us not to waste much time, I'm going to just create two students. Okay, two students. So I'll go to 100 level again and create a job. This time around I'll call it banking and finance. Okay, banking and finance, banking and finance. Okay, now I'll hit OK. So we have it under. Now I will leave it on banking and finance, then add the job now is going to be the customer, which is the student. Okay, so let's use Gabriel Abraham. Okay, one. Then I'll still leave it on banking and finance. Then I'll go ahead and create an additional customer, which is a student. What should I name it? Let me put my name, Abdul Fatai Moniru. Okay, now I'll save that. So I have that. Then I'll create another department. Let me create, but this time I'm going to select 100 level, then add job. So let's put business administration. So business administration. Okay, Let me copy that. I will need that for public admin. So I'll hit save and close. Then I'll select the business admin and add a job to business admin, which is the student now. So who should I use? Let me use Yahya Salifu. Okay, one. Then I'll select that business admin again. Then I'll create a job. I will include as let's use Abdurrahman. Okay, yeah, Kubu. So I have two students now for banking and for business admin. So now I'm creating the last one, which is public admin. So I want to just get enough resources for us so that we can understand better how to treat this. So I'm going to select under level here, then add a job for public. So let me copy and paste that. Now name it public admin. Public, okay. Public administration, okay. Then for public admin, I'm going to add two students. So let me see what I can use. Let me see Jacob Aja. Okay. Then I'll select public admin again. Then I'll add a job. Then this time around, let me use Israel Innocent. Israel Innocent. Okay. So now we've created 4 departments in 100 level, and we have two students each. Okay. Now once this is done, I will now go to class. If you don't have class feature here, this class, if you don't have it there, go to edit, go to preferences, then on accounting here, select company preferences, then make sure you tick this. Okay, so I already have it ticked. Okay, so I'll go to list and go to class list. Then from there I'll create. Okay, I already have the department. Okay, but if you want to create, right click or click on this, then new, then you input. Let me just use electrical. Let me just use that so you see how I did that. Okay, that is how we have those ones there. I'll go ahead and delete that. So I have this 4 department. Fine. So remember I have department and customer too. Okay. So now let's go ahead and create a batch invoice, because remember, what if you have like 100 students? Now you might not see this feature enabled if you will not see batch invoices here if you enable multiple currency. It won't work for multiple currency. If you enable that, it won't work. Okay, so for it to work, you make sure that it is not enabled. It not enable multiple currency, or else you will not see it here. So I'm going to go ahead and create batch invoice, because we have lots of students. I don't have time to start creating invoices one after the other, right? So now I want to create. Okay, I have on the level here. So let me show you how. Okay, let me manage that. Let me manage the group and delete. Let's assume we don't have anything here. So the first thing we do, I have to create the billing group first. So I'm gonna add new. So I'm gonna use accounting. Let me say 100 level ACC. Okay. Then I will now select this and this. That's the 2 students we have. Save. Then I'll create another one for 200 level. Oh, no, 100 level, 100 level BF. Okay, that's banking and finance. Then I'll add Abdul Fattah Muniro, then George. So I'm going to add all those people that are related to the level. Okay, this one now is 100 level BAM. 100 level BAM. Okay, that should be BAF. Okay, 100 level BAM. So I'll add Yakubu and Salifu. Save. Then let me manage group and edit that just to have it. Okay, BAF. Okay, save. Now I'm gonna create new one. I've saved this, so add new. Now for pop, 100 level, what is it not capital letter. Okay, on the level pub. Okay, then I'll select for the pub student Israel and Jacob. So I have four group here for the four department with in 100 level. So I'll go ahead. Let me start with the first one. So you can repeat this similar process. Sorry, let me make this capital letter. You can repeat this similar process for the rest. So I'm just going to make use of one here. One, right? Okay. So which is the ACC, the first one, 100 level. So I want to build this. So I'll go ahead and click on next. Now what am I building them for? I'm building them for tuition fee of 150,000. Okay, on this date, good. And now I'll select the class. The class now is ACC. Remember, is accounting. ACC. Okay. So now, if you have any message you want to, if you are sending this invoice to the student, you put a message there. Okay. Then go to next. Now we are creating this. So this is a review. Is okay. 150. You can see the two students now is appearing here for Job, Matthew, and Amina. Then create invoice. Let me go ahead and create the invoice. Now it is your invoice are created. They are marked for print. Okay. It may be on each other. Okay. Close that. Now if you go to report, go to company financial profit and loss. Now you see we have tuition fee of 300,000. If you double click on that, you have the detail. Okay. Now if you go to balance sheet, you go to financial position. Here you see we have account receivable of 300,000 also. So we've created an invoice, right? Okay. Now, how do we now segregate the report? So I want to check my report based on the job. This is job. So I'll go to jobs profitability. So but for now, let me go ahead and incur on expenses, right? So let me go home or I click on banking. Then I write check. So I want to incur an expense for from this money. I want to incur an expense. Let's select an expense. Let's say utility bill or I think office supplies would be okay. So office supplies for the class for accounting. Hmm? For accounting. Remember I selected accounting here. Okay. Then and for who? Since it is a general expenses, so it's not specific to a particular uh, department. Sorry, it's actually on 100 level. So let's say is on the class is accounting, which is correct. Then the job is not in the particular student, it's the department. So, but for which level? We'll say 100 level. The reason why I created this public admin, biz admin, banking and finance, accounting from customer is so that I can get a quick view of those students that are in each department so that when creating the batch invoice, I can easily select them just like we did. We're able to identify that okay, Israel, Innocent, and Jacob are from public admin. So that's the essence of this classification. Or else, I'll just have it as 100 level with the student name, 200 level with the student name. Okay, so now the customer is 100 level, then the department is accounting. Okay, so let me go ahead and save that. Or we can still go ahead with another, let's say that same office expenses, an amount, let's say 5,000. Okay, another one again for same 100 level, right? But this time around for banking and finance. Okay, same expenses, office supply. Let me use this as 7,000. we have to separate those transactions because there are different cost head or cost center. So on the level, then here I will select biz admin, then I'll select again a different expense. If you have, then let me say 7.5. It's not compulsory you incur this expense for the three or four of them, but I just want to show us how, in a summary way, how to go about that. Okay. So now we select the last department here, which is public admin. Okay, so now we have 27,500. It has automatically compute itself, or you can recalculate. We still have the same amount, right? If you have the vendor you are making this payment to, it's better you have it here. If you have the vendor, the name of the supplier, you understand, so that we can generate a report based on that supplier, right? Okay. Now, that being said, we can go ahead and hit save and close. Okay. So now that we've saved, let's go to report. Go to jobs, time and mileage. Most importantly, the jobs. Okay. Click on job profitability summary. Now you'll be able to see that for accounting here, 100 level accounting, there's a revenue of 150, 150. Remember, we only created what is it called? We only created income invoice for these students. Okay. Now the expenses for that same 100 level is 27,500, right? Now we have it as 368,500. So far this is what we've gotten from that. But this being, I created invoices for all of the departments: accounting, banking and finance, all of them. You see that information here. Now this 100 level, now let's go to reports and company and financial. So let's go to profit and loss by class, or rather let's do profit and loss by class and by job. Okay. Now see accounting, banking and finance, business admin, public admin, unclassified. This one's their previous transaction I recorded here. Now if you see, for accounting we have 295. For banking and finance we have there is no income from banking and finance, that is why. And there's no income from business admin, public admin, because we did not create invoice for the three. So that's why we'll be having negative that. Okay. Then both for accounting there is an income of 300,000 as when created the invoice. Then we see that the office supply of 5,000. But in general you have the total of 120,500. Okay. Then if we go to report, let's go to company and financial, profit and loss by job. Okay. By job, similarly, we have by the students, and I'm sure you don't want to do that because we have lots of students. Okay. So this is how you generate the report now from this income. You see 150 for that and job. Had it been we created for banking and finance, business admin and the likes, we have that information here. Then you see the expenses we created for just 100 level. We have that 27,500 here. Okay. 27,500. Remember we selected 100 level. Now if I'm to go back here to that 27,500, I say okay, I want to have them separated, not in 100 level. I want to have this in accounting. I want to have this in banking. Okay. I want to have this in biz admin. I also want to have this in public admin. Okay. So I've edited that now. So let's hit save and close. From here now you see that the transaction would change entirely. So now you see we have the expenses on public admin, biz admin, banking and finance, accounting. Now the accounting is separated because we have income for Aminat and income for Job. Okay? Now the accounting order is having 5,000 here. Let me click on that 5,000. Which is this